Hey everybody, just taking a break from talking about Perez Hilton's tragedy, but I want to explain this headline. Will someone stick up for black male caregivers in the American South? And I've been a caregiver now for about, I would say, 6 years. My mom is now trying to get her to 92 years old. But what I've experienced, particularly at uh, Fayette Piedmont Hospital, and as the hospital we went to quite a bit, is that if they don't talk to me in general about my mother's conditions, I have to interject something. I have to offer my point of view. It's not sought out. Whereas if I were a female caregiver, when I've seen this, the treatment would be different. And I'd like to know if somebody else is listening to this and experienced the same problem, not so much at that hospital, but in general, because it's got to stop. There are a large percentage of black families that consist of single parents, and in particular, boys that become men. And those boys that become men become the caregivers for their mothers. And so those boys and men go through the same problems as anyone else, and including racism and other problems that come with being African American and male in the United States context. Otherwise, you wouldn't be American now, would you? Um, there's no excuse for this at all. And it's our job to help our mothers and fathers through the twilight of their lives. And we should be able to do that with the utmost care and respect and assistance, not derision and criticism and uh, untoward treatment. And yet that's what goes on. I remember, and I made a video about this, it was 2 years ago. And it was a situation where the nurses at Kaiser, and I have to add to this, down here in the South, black folks who work in healthcare, some of them believe it's okay to be rude and condescending towards someone who is black and a patient in that same system. And you can watch them go on their rounds, and they are actually nicer to the white patients. It's a shocking and disturbing pattern, but it's there. And when I point it out to people, regardless of color at the hospital, everyone agrees. Folks, there's only one word for that. Well, there's more, but the one word that I can come up with is simply psychotic. It is psychotic to have a system that operates that way. It is wrong, and it should be illegal to have a system that operates like that. And the CEO of Fayette Piedmont Hospital should be mindful of this problem and change it. There is no excuse for this kind of disjointed, uh, almost inhuman uh, form of behavior that happens uh, at Fayette Piedmont Hospital. Uh, During my experience, I will say, and I made videos when they've improved. Okay. And that's the credit of Stephen Porter, who is the CEO of Fayette Piedmont Hospital. But there is still a long path to take, a long one. And first of all, if you get nurses that behave in the way that I'm talking about, fire them. If you have a hard time finding nurses to take those positions, then sound the alarm to the government. And instead of just putting money into the pockets of candidates you favor, how about putting money toward initiatives that will establish programs that will make the working environment better for Black nurses and, as a result, Black patients? It's a good idea. We have to have a come to Jesus conversation on this because it's outrageous. It shouldn't happen to anybody, and it's got to stop. Thank you. And remember, just because a person is Black and male and with an elderly person, it means nothing bad or negative, but 9 times out of 10, it means it's simply a caregiver. They're caring for the loved one. Treat them accordingly. Thank you.